Babe, I'm getting ready. We're gonna have a ball. So, babe, let's hang our stockings and put those presents beneath the tree. 'Cause, baby, it's that time of year again. Christmas is here. It's time for celebrations. The holidays have come. Gonna grab another drink, give that guy a cheeky wink. You know it's time to have some fun. We'll get the champagne flowing and toast away another year. 'Cause, baby, it's that time of year again. Christmas is here. Come on, baby, let's raise our glasses, because Christmas time is here. It's time for singing and dancing. Baby, let's spread a little Christmas cheer. We'll sing the same old songs. Mariah will reappear. And when this comes to an end in the week, we'll go again, welcome in a happy new year. For now we'll keep on singing with the ones that we hold dear. 'Cause, baby, it's that time of year again. Christmas is here. Come on, baby, let's raise our glasses, because Christmas time is here. It's time for singing and dancing. Baby, let's spread a little Christmas. No, spread a little Christmas. Christmas cheer.
dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing
a sleighing song tonight.
Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bride was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lame, misfortune seemed his lot. He got into a drifted bank, and then we got upside. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. If I could have your attention, please. I'm Louis Hoffman. I'm fortunate to be the 2021 president for COAR this year. Thank you, so many of you, for coming. And we want to say hello to our guests here in the room, as well as the Realtors. And we've got virtual guests tonight, too. So this is streaming live. And I want a little cooperation here to start. I've got 3 things I need to ask of you. So first of all, I'd like you all to stand. Are there flags on those screens? Okay. I didn't know if we were going to have flags tonight, so I got the last 2 of Fred Meyer's today. Are there flags up there yet? Okay. We're going to go ahead and say the flag salute. So join me, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing. Please, I have another request. I know there are those of you that will use that crosswalk out there that is not a crosswalk, and it says not to use it, but you're still going to use it, so be careful. There have been accidents out there. So be careful tonight when you leave. There's a tunnel over here if you want to be safe. And this is live streaming tonight, and we know how unmuted background noise affects our Zoomer and our GoToMeeting audio clarity, right? We've all heard it. Sure, turn off your microphone. We can't hear what's going on. So I want you to show consideration tonight for our many virtual guests out there during the presentation program. It would be much appreciated if we could keep the conversation volume down just during the program, and the live streaming will end after the program, so they won't know what you're doing, okay? So you now may be seated. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to start this off. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Is that good? Okay, we'll get this up here where we can. Hey, you know, we've all really been blessed as realtors and affiliates to be an essential business these past 21 months. You think about it, and we've all had time to think about it. We have been blessed, and we've had a market that's just hit it out of the park. You know, some of the stuff I'm saying tonight, many of you heard from me this year say on different occasions and different meetings. But you know, housing's a component in everyone's lives. And there's so much that we do as realtors, along with our affiliates that are here and those that aren't, that enhance this. We all need to remain diverse in our attitudes, our actions, be a trusted resource, listen to everyone in the association, and acknowledge everybody's opinion. There are so many rewards available in exchange for minimal time spent for those that volunteer for leadership in COAR, its many committees, and our board of directors. I was unable to attend 4 national conferences as president-elect and president. 3 were canceled, 2 last year and the spring because of COVID. And then I had COVID and I was in quarantine and I missed San Diego a few weeks ago. But man, did I do Zoom time. I've got a lot of hours logged, holy moly. And it was good because I feel like I got to know more people than I probably would have been there live, you know. All those people on the screen, especially at the national level, and the wonderful people we have working for us in Salem. Here's a recent quote by our 2021 NAR president, Charlie Oppler. What a guy. He just stood on the stage for 4 hours and did a board meeting a couple weeks ago. I mean, he knocked it out of the park. They had issues with technology and whatnot, but he did a great job. But this is what really stood out. It's simple. It's not too deep. You'll all get it. He said, get involved, join a committee, and this is it. Your future is dependent upon your involvement in that future. That was what really stood out. You know, that was just a great guy. Most of all, I got to thank my wife, Lynn, over there. Yeah. My very best friend for her wisdom and encouragement for 43 years, and 30 of that as a realtor. And it hasn't always been pretty, but she has saved my ass many times when I wanted to say something to somebody that wasn't proper. And in the end, it was a good thing I kept my mouth shut and I listened to her. So thank you, Lynn, very much. I love you. I want to thank our wonderful COAR staff, all of our leadership teams, my many mentors who I've mentioned in past, and those of you that have continually encouraged me. It took all of us to make this happen tonight. All of us. We're here. It's great. We're wearing clothes below the waist. Yeah. I'm very grateful for all of you and you out there virtually as well. Say hi to Wendy and Jim over in Idaho. Hope you're out there. Talked to you yesterday. Let's just be excellent to each other. One of my favorite sayings is live your life or living life as a contribution. And this is a John L. Scott mission statement. And why not? Why not? So tonight, we're here to honor your many peers who have said, why not? And so we're going to get started with the program. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of those who have served on the 2021 board. Board members, please stand and be recognized. Would you all please stand? There you go. Now, as I announce and give recognition to these folks tonight, your peers that are working for you, I would like you to hold your applause until everyone stands, and then we'll do one applause. There was a guy at the NAR convention. I don't think he was at the board meeting, but you probably saw that too, Lester. They wait until everybody's done and they get one clap. I think they were from Montana. They don't waste a lot of claps. They just one clap. So anyway, we're going to do more than one clap. First of all, here we go. I would like to take this opportunity to thank two past state presidents who serve on our COAR Board of Directors that have been invaluable to the association and my mentors for over many years. Please stand, Deborah Gisriel and Mike Kozak. Mike, thank you. And Mike swore me in last year in January on Zoom, or was it Go-To meeting, whatever. And he had the nerve. I wore a tie. You know, everybody else was on there in T-shirts and rags, and we had the board on there. He wore a tie, and he had the nerve to ask me to stand up to see if I had pants on after we were done. So did you? I was wearing jeans. I had some jeans on, you know. So anyway, love you, Mike. Thanks. Okay. I would like to thank all of you for your service in 2021 to help make this a successful year, our membership and our association. In June, COAR held our Encore Awards. We had that out there at Tetherow. It was our first live event, I think, in about a year and a half. We had 100 people. It was really fun. And we had a quiet room like this, thank you. And it streamed very well on Facebook and YouTube, as we are tonight. So thanks again for keeping her down. I'm going to have everybody stand, so please hold your applause. And please remain standing and blush while you're waiting for everybody else, okay? Realtor of the Year, Debbie Martirano of RE/MAX Key Properties. Whatever. Rookie of the, you can't train anybody, right, Fegan? Okay. Rookie of the Year, Megan Zamko, Pac West Realty Group. Stand, please. Affiliate of the Year, Amber Wilson with Umpqua Bank. CORPAC Cup, Small Office, Desert Sky Real Estate. Yeah. CORPAC Cup, Large Office, Windermere Redmond. WCR, Women's Council of Realtors, Member of the Year, Jessica McIntyre, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Northwest, and our very own Kat Zwicker, Desert Sky Real Estate. WCR, Women's Council of Real Estate, Affiliate of the Year, Susan Simonson with Amerititle. Commercial Transaction of the Year, Brian Fratsky, Howard Friedman, Jay Lyons, and Grant Schultz. And I don't know if any of them are here tonight, but they did a deal on the old post office downtown that was quite interesting. Oh, that thing. It doesn't like me. Okay. So y'all heard that, right? Okay, good. I got to repeat it? Okay. Start over. The Commercial Transaction of the Year was Brian Fratsky, Howard Friedman, Jane Lyons, and Grant Schultz, and that was for the old post office down on the corner of Franklin and Wall Street. And then we had Housing Champions. I don't know if Carolyn Egan, Nick Laylack with the county, Carolyn's with the city of Bend, and Pacific Crest Affordable Housing received a Housing Champions Award. They had a good turnout. It was awesome. I'd also like to recognize our Realtor members serving in state government. Please stand. I don't know, I haven't seen Vicki. State Representative for District 55, Vicki Breeze Iverson, who was recently selected as House Republican leader. Are you here? Where? Well, maybe not. Anyway, let's. Where are you? Hey, there she is. Thank you. And State Representative for District 53 and our past president for 2021, Jack Zika. Jack, are you here? I know he was in Florida. I talked to him driving to Florida last week, and he had to get on a plane because they had a special session in Salem the next day. How fun is that? Yeah. So anyway, thank you all very much. Okay, thank you to our special guest tonight. I'd like to introduce Steve Strode over there at table 3. Steve is the Oregon Real Estate Agency Commissioner, so do behave. And a new Central Oregonian. He has moved here, and I told him that he has 26 years before he's a local. So he's got his time, right? 26 years. And then Jason Reese, Jason over here, he is the Southern Oregon MLS President-elect for Southern Oregon MLS. Tina Grimes, have I seen Tina tonight? Your name's on here. She didn't make it? Okay, Tina's wonderful. She's really worked with us on the Flex and the MLS stuff we've been doing with Oregon Data Share. She's been our connection down there. She's with the Southern Oregon MLS and Rogue Valley Association of Realtors and is their CEO. Now, I want to congratulate those that have completed the NAR Commitment to Excellent program this year. That was the C2REX that NAR really promoted and was hoping a lot of people would take it. Please stand and hold your applause. Our CEO, our wonderful CEO, Casey Conlon, Ginny, Kansas, Mazzaros, Brent Landell, Brent, Robert Lane, Jane Loveday, Matthew Moore, and Christina Tutsui. Did I get? And me. Okay. Okay, you guys can sit down. Okay, I'd like to thank the following departing 2021 members for their service. So Wendy, I already said hello. I believe she's watching this from Idaho. Stand, Wendy. Brenda Hawkins, Sarah LaFavor, Joe Russell, Michael Warren, 2, and Jack Zika. So let's give those guys a hand, and gals. And now I'm going to introduce the NAR directors for 2022. If you would please stand, the directors for 2022. We have a large board, NAR director, Lester Friedman. Lester is serving his 3rd year in that role, and he is a recipient of the 2019 Oregon Realtor Distinguished Service Award. I was at that luncheon in Salem, and it was awesome. And good job, Lester. Thank you for your work. And then Mike Warren from Cook County. Is Mike around here tonight? Hey! There he is. There he is. I'm not going to bring up our speech therapist tonight, Mike, so we'll leave that one alone. Mike is newly elected at the Fall Convention on Sun River. He's an NAR director for the Oregon Realtors, and he is our new District 5 vice president. He took over for Joe Russell this year and be serving a 2-year term as our district vice president. So thank you, Mike. Good job. Mike's always there, just like Lester. These guys are golden. Okay, now I'm going to introduce our new 2022 directors. So please stand and be recognized, and just stay standing, okay? We'll catch you at the end. Barbara Bernay, Corey Betzworth, Brian Houston, Brent Landells, Natalka Palmer, Gail Rogers, Megan Zamko, and Kat Zwicker. Let's give them all a hand. Way to go. Thank you, guys. You may be seated. So those are your new 2022 state directors on behalf of COAR. Now I'm going to hand the podium over to the 2021 Women's Council of Realtors of Central Oregon, President Brenda Hawkins, and past President Daniela Cox, to perform their installation of officers. Please come forward. See, it says here, Lily, please leave the stage.
Oh, wait. Was that, sorry. I think he took our. Oh, good. Extra. Yay. Guess he just took it with him. Yeah. Okay. Today we are here to pay tribute to our retiring governing board and to salute our new leaders. These leaders are elevated as your governing board to plan, work, and to serve. They then step back and follow while others lead. Will the 2021 leadership team of Central Oregon please stand? In your service to the Women's Council of Realtors Central Oregon, you have earned the respect, appreciation, and gratitude of your membership. We truly are mindful of the work you have done. We honor you for the achievements you have attained. I want to personally thank you for a job very well done. Members and guests, please help give the 2021 leadership team a well-deserved round of applause. I now declare these offices vacant. Thank you. You may be seated.
Hi, everyone. All right. Will the 2022 leadership team please come forward as I call your names? And then please stand to my right and face the audience. Brenda Hawkins, Event Director. Your duty is to ensure the development and delivery of timely, relevant, business-oriented education with our industry events and networking events that attract a high level of participation from members and the real estate industry at large. Ashley Neff, Membership Director. Your duty is to conduct outreach strategies to communicate the value of the network and the Women's Council brand, as well as engaging prospective, new, and renewing members. Megan Zamko, First Vice President. Your job is to ensure proper reporting, take the minutes of governing board meetings, assist with network compliance and correspondence as requested by the president. Megan Lambier, Treasurer. Your office is to ensure strategies and systems are in place to support the financial health and integrity of the network, as well as to ensure proper reporting and network compliance with all state and federal laws and regulations. Christina Tsutsui-Tharp, President-elect. You will support the president in fulfilling their duties, build leadership skills, and prepare to assume the presidency in 2023. You should also be working on developing and maintaining productive relationships with strategic partners to ensure satisfaction and support for network activities. And ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up your 2022 president. Jessica McIntyre, President. You are honored to be installed into the highest office the Women's Council of Realtors can bestow. To you, we look for the kind of unselfish leadership that will bring success, harmony, and achievement in 2022. You will provide leadership and direction for the network, keeping your team focused on the mission of the council. You will act as the local voice for the Women's Council brand, articulating the value of the network, representing the Women's Council throughout the community, and setting the tone for active member involvement. For the entire leadership team, in the positions you're about to assume, you will be identified as the governing board of Women's Council of Realtors Central Oregon, dedicated to the best interests of the profession and the welfare of your members. As the 2022 leadership team, you're entering upon a new phase of service, cooperation, and leadership. You will exemplify the best that realtors have to offer for our profession and communities. Guard this trust carefully and give full measure of your time, qualities, and leadership. If you are all ready to accept the responsibilities of your office, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly promise and swear to administer the office to which you have been elected or appointed to the best of your judgment and ability, conforming to the bylaws of the Women's Council of Realtors, observing and enforcing the Code of Ethics, and supporting the activities and interests of the Women's Council of Realtors at all times? If so, please answer, I do promise. It is my honor, by the virtue of the authority conferred upon me, to declare each of you duly and officially installed in your respective offices, and I extend to you my congratulations and best wishes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you again for keeping the volume down for those folks that are streaming live. I'd like Lester Friedman to come up here right now, if I could. Lester, you in the house? There he comes. Lester has been known to show up in a kilt, but tonight he's wearing pants, so he thought it would be more proper. Now, I can't say enough about this guy, so I better not start. You know, Lester is one of the reasons I'm doing this right here. I mean, I just want to say, Janie Beck awarded me Realtor of the Year in 2017, and I went up afterwards to Casey and even Lester here, and I said, boy, I don't feel like I deserve this. You know, I said, there are people out there that have done a whole lot more than me. And what can I do to deserve this? Well, you can become a state director, and then you can spend 4 years and be president. So I followed their lead, and I'm really glad I did. I've really fun working with a lot of great people. And Mike Kozak, there's a good mentor right there. Mike and I go back to 1975. So one of the things Lester left with me years ago, somebody was complaining about having to cram and get their hours before, you know, so they kept their license. And Lester says, You shouldn't be just taking the hours to get your license. You should be taking the hours to get the education. And education is our biggest player. It lets us do what we do best. So I'd like to give it up here. Lester Friedman, my good friend.
Thanks, Louie. Thank you all for being here tonight and for being with us on the Zoom. Hi, Mom. Louie mentioned a kilt. That would be normally what I'd be wearing to this event. But I have the honor and the privilege of installing officers, directors, and our executive committee, and I thought they deserved something more than my kilt, so here we are. I'm going to start with the new COAR board members with terms beginning in 2022. I'll give you their names. I will ask them to come forward, and then once they're on the stage, we will make them swear. Take the oath. Our new local directors, Ali Alir, Jefferson County Director. If you would come forward, please, Ali. Terry Buxton, Lapine Director. Jen Dorsey, Bend Director. Phyllis Mejo, Bend Director. Gail Rogers, Redmond Director. I would also like to ask our 2022 Finance Vice Chair, Vanessa Segoviano, to come forward. You here, Nessa? There you are. And our executive committee, President-elect Brent Landells, First Vice President Janie Beck, Finance Chair Deborah Gisriel, and immediate past President Louis Hoffman.
We're scooching over.
I love it.
We're making room.
There's plenty of room. Thank you all for being here. You're all fine right there. Because the microphone is here, I'm going to be standing with my back to you. I apologize. I could do that, couldn't I? Then I'll turn my back to the audience. Which is worse, Louie? Okay. So I'm going to read your oath, and then when I'm done, I'm going to ask you to say, "You promise." Are you ready? You promise. You can say, "I do." Would that work? Okay. In the role that you are about to assume, you will no longer be private citizens, but public servants. You will be identified as representatives of your board, dedicated to the best interests of the public and to the welfare of your members. As newly elected representatives, you are entering a new adventure in friendship. It is a friendship nurtured and strengthened by your service, cooperation, and sharing with each other. It has been said, the secret of living is the art of giving. And so to you this year comes the privilege of giving and learning the lasting happiness that comes through the investment of your time and your unselfish interest in the lives of others. If you would all please raise your right hand. Do you promise that you will administer your office in the association to the best of your ability and judgment and in conformity with your association's constitution, bylaws, and policies, that you will observe and enforce the Realtor's Code of Ethics, that you will uphold and support the Central Oregon Association of Realtors, the Oregon Realtors, and the National Association of Realtors, and endeavor to secure the observance and enforcement of the real estate laws of the state of Oregon by yourself and others, and that you will, in your acts, be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and in every manner promote and safeguard the best interests of your association and the welfare of your members. You may respond with? I do. Awesome. Then by virtue of the authority conferred upon me as your installing officer, I do hereby proclaim you to be duly and officially installed and inaugurated in your elected position within the Central Oregon Association of Realtors. Thank you all. And you may be seated.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love your shirt.
Thank you so much. Stepping up.
Of course. I'm gonna go out this way. This way.
You stay. All right. Thank you all for that great round of applause. You too could be standing up on this stage next year. Think about that. We are a volunteer-run organization. It takes volunteers. Now, it's my pleasure.
Let's quiet him down.
He has kids. What can I tell you? I would now like to ask Kat Zwicker to come forward. Nice. All right, you know the routine. Here we go. In the role that you are about to assume, you will no longer be a private citizen, but a public servant. You will be identified as an elected officer of your board, dedicated to the best interests of the public and to the welfare of your members. Realtor Zwicker, you are charged with certain additional responsibilities and obligations, in that you must be a leader and an organizer in a willing and enthusiastic manner, ready to sacrifice personal interests for the good of your association. Do you promise that you will administer the office of the President of the Central Oregon Association of Realtors to the best of your ability and judgment, and in conformity with your association's constitution, bylaws, and policies? That you will observe and enforce the Realtors Code of Ethics, that you will uphold and support the Central Oregon Association of Realtors, Oregon Realtors, and the National Association of Realtors, and endeavor to secure the observance and enforcement of the real estate laws of the state of Oregon by yourself and others. That you will, in your acts, be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and in every manner promote and safeguard the best interests of your association and the welfare of your members. If you accept these responsibilities, you will say, I do.
I do.
Fine. Then by virtue of the authority conferred upon me as your installing officer, I do hereby proclaim you to be duly and officially installed and inaugurated as the 2022 President of the Central Oregon Association of Realtors. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lester. I'll take a hug too. So,
I don't have my glasses on.
I'll grab that for you too, so you don't have to go down those stairs. But let me go grab the gap. Okay.
Amanda, grab me my glasses. My glasses. Louie and I are both blind.
Got your glasses.
There we go.
It says your name on it, right?
Really? Can I hit people with it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a real pleasure to pass this off to Kat. She's amazing. And everybody better buckle up because it's going to be a good year. And, you know, we've got Brent right there behind and then Janie. So, I mean, you guys, 3 years of terror, okay? So they're there fighting for you all the time. And congratulations, Kat. You deserve it. She runs her own business. She's just a wonderful person. And thank you so much for stepping up and being our president for 2022.
Thank you. Stay up here, Louie. I don't have anything brilliant to say, probably. I just want to thank my mentors that aren't in the room, and then I'll work my way down the list. I would not be here without the likes of Carolyn Bostwick or Bobby Strom, who have both passed. Carolyn got me to be a founding member of WCR in Central Oregon, and then she pushed me to be in every leadership role she thought I could do. So what I have learned is the value and the importance of being a mentor and volunteering through those people. And I would like to thank Mike Kozak, who has constantly told me I should be doing this, and that I said no to several times, and I guess I got tired. And Dave Fegans, who has always been the life of the party and kept us motivated. You know, our fabulous core staff. And then, of course, Louis Hoffman, who's been a great person to follow behind. I just can't say enough about Louis and his calm and sensical demeanor. I hope that I can bring some of that to the table, but I will make no promises. And thank you, Louis. This is for you.
This is for you.
No, this is
from you to me.
This is from me to you. Yes. Okay. So I am going to present to Louis and all his fabulousness a gavel that he cannot hit us with. Thank you for that. And it's an honor to have served with you. So thank you. And do you have any comments, Louis?
Yeah, I do have some. Why don't you stick around here, okay? I got 2 flags for sale. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. This is the biggest crowd I ever stood up in front of, you know. 30 years ago, all I had to do was calculate how much lime went into mud and how much sand to make river rock stand on a wall. Come a long way. I mean, even at Christmas, this is... and really happy I picked this career. It's been great. And I had some closing remarks, and we'll see if Kat wants to follow up here. I just want to say on behalf of our core staff, our many leadership teams, our President Kat, and myself, I wish you all a safe and healthy holiday season and an excellent 2021. Be excellent to each other. And Kat, final word?
That's a hard one to follow. We've been very busy this year. We've all run at Mach speed. The one thing I would say is do be kind to each other, do be tolerant and patient. There's a lot that goes on in the back of a real estate transaction and in what we do. And then my personal plug, if you are not already volunteering for a committee on COAR, the committee selections have gone out. Please volunteer. And if you don't want to volunteer for COAR, volunteer in your community. I don't think there's anything that says how much we love housing and how much we love what we do than helping the people that we live with every day. And have a great year, and I'll see you in 2022.
Thank you, Kat. Thank you. Love you too. I'm there for you. Okay. Yeah, I'm not riding off with Triggered into the sunset. I am past president, and I got these guys backside, so I'll be there around for another year. So just want to say thanks again. Okay, you can make as much noise as you want. Party on.